Imagine a peaceful morning, coffee in hand, sun warming your porch. Then, your neighbor, the self-proclaimed ruler of the block, storms over to complain that your grass is half an inch too tall. Annoying, right? Now picture that same neighbor stealing your disabled son's prosthetic leg because she thinks it's a tacky lawn ornament. Yeah, you heard me. This is the wildest, most infuriating, and oddly satisfying story I've ever lived through. I'm Jake, and this is how HOA tyrant Helen pushed me to the brink, stole something precious from my kid, and got way more than she bargained for when 200 bikers rolled up to her doorstep. Buckle up, this is a wild ride. I'm a 42-year-old single dad in a quiet Ohio suburb. Think picket fences, kids on scooters, and weekend barbecues. Idyllic until Helen moved in. My son, Ethan, is 14 and the toughest kid you'll meet. He lost his left leg in a crash at age 6, but he doesn't let it stop him. Ethan's prosthetic leg, custom designed with a flame pattern he chose, isn't just a tool, it's his swagger, his spark. He says it makes him look like a superhero, and I'm not arguing. I'm a motorcycle mechanic, and my garage is a haven of tools, grease, and the occasional beer. I keep to myself but run with a local biker crew, not outlaws, just guys who love the road and a cold one. Life was simple: pay the bills, keep Ethan happy, avoid drama. But drama had my address, and its name was Helen. Helen, about 50, rocks oversized sunglasses like she's on a reality show, her blonde hair teased sky-high. She carries a notebook, jotting down every neighbor's violations. As HOA president, she wields her title like a weapon. Leave your trash can out past 7 a.m.? Expect a snarky note. Does the dog bark twice? She's calling a meeting. Helen doesn't just enforce rules, she makes them up. At first, her antics were just annoying. She'd corner me while I mowed, whining that my grass wasn't HOA-approved height. I'd nod, smile, and move on, hoping she'd tire out. She didn't. It started small, a letter about my bikes, disruptive, rumble, though I only ride weekends, and neighbors love it. Then she targeted my curtains. Apparently, maroon isn't an approved color. Sorry, Helen, did my windows offend you? I kept the peace for Ethan's sake. He's a teen. He doesn't need his dad fighting the neighborhood dictator. But Helen wasn't satisfied with curtains or grass. She fixated on Ethan's prosthetic leg. Ethan sometimes takes it off at home, especially when cleaning it, leaving it on our backyard picnic table. To him, it's normal. To Helen, it was a crime against her perfect suburb. The first time she mentioned it, I thought she was joking. She knocked one evening, lips pursed like she'd bitten a lime. Jake, she said, voice low. We need to discuss that thing your son leaves out. It's unsettling. I blinked. Helen, that's Ethan's prosthetic leg. It's medical equipment. She stared, unblinking. It looks inappropriate. Keep it inside. I shut the door before I lost it. You'd think that'd be it, but Helen doubled down. A week later, an official HOA letter arrived, fining me $50 for unapproved yard decorations. Ethan's leg. I was livid. This woman was fining me because my son was playing in his backyard. I stayed cool for Ethan, but then things got worse. Helen's next move was unhinged. At an HOA meeting, she stood up, sunglasses perched, and ranted about inappropriate displays, ruining the neighborhood's aesthetic harmony. She meant Ethan's leg. Everyone knew. Ethan sank into his chair, cheeks burning. I wanted to yell, but he whispered, "Don't, Dad." I let it go, but I was boiling. Neighbors started giving us odd looks, some suggesting Ethan keep his prosthetic inside. Then came the final straw. Ethan called me at work, voice shaky. "Dad, someone posted pictures of me on the neighborhood Facebook group." I checked, a blurry shot of Ethan cleaning his leg in our yard captioned, "Can we address this eyesore?" The anonymous post screamed Helen. Comments were vicious, calling the leg creepy. Ethan was crushed, hiding his prosthetic even at home. That's when I knew this wasn't about fines. Helen was targeting my son. I dug around and found others fed up with Helen. One neighbor got fined for a wrong-colored dog bowl. Another's kid's lemonade stand was banned. Helen was a bully, and I was done. I needed a plan, something big. The breaking point came on a sunny Tuesday. Ethan was cleaning his prosthetic in the yard when he yelled, "Dad, it's gone!" We searched everywhere, nothing. This wasn't a prank. That leg was custom, costly, and part of Ethan. Then our neighbor, Mr. Carter, said he saw Helen in our yard, grabbing something with a flame design. My blood ran cold. Helen had stolen Ethan's leg. I stormed to her house, her lawn manicured to perfection, her swan-shaped mailbox mocking me. I banged on her door. She answered, smirking. "Jake, what's the issue?" I didn't mince words. "Did you take Ethan's prosthetic?" Her smirk faltered, but she denied it. "Mr. Carter saw you," I said. She snapped. "That old man's blind. Keep harassing me, and I'll call the police for slander." I walked away, her laugh haunting me. Ethan was devastated, crying on the couch. I felt like a failure, but I promised to fix it. The police called it a civil matter, without proof. Then I remembered my neighbor Lisa's new security camera. She checked the footage, and Helen was strutting with Ethan's leg like it was trash. "She's unhinged," Lisa said. I nodded. "She's about to learn she messed with the wrong family." Proof wasn't enough. Helen wouldn't budge with a polite request. She needed a wake-up call, loud, legal, and bold. I went to the Greasy Axle, our biker hangout, and told my crew, Big Tony, a giant with a soft spot for kids, Ray, a fast-talking rider, and 20 others. I showed them the footage. They roared. "Stealing a kid's leg?" Tony bellowed. "We're in." The plan: a legal motorcycle rally outside Helen's house. Ohio law allows gatherings on public streets before 10 p.m. We'd roll up, 200 bikers, bikes gleaming, engines thundering. I'd call Helen out with a megaphone, show the footage, and demand Ethan's leg. She'd face the music or cower. Either way, her reign was over. We planned fast. I confirmed no permit was needed for under 300 people. Lisa and other neighbors, sick of Helen, spread the word. Ethan was nervous but excited when I said he could ride with me. I checked with a lawyer, the footage was damning. We were ready. At 7 p.m., the rumble began. 200 bikers flooded our street, headlights blazing. Neighbors spilled out, some confused, others grinning. Ethan stood beside me, megaphone in my hand. I called out, "Helen, we know you stole Ethan's prosthetic. We have proof. Come out." Her curtains twitched, but nothing. Tony honked his horn, and Helen burst out, sunglasses askew, shrieking, "You're disturbing the peace." I held up my phone. "We have video of you stealing Ethan's leg." Lisa projected the footage on a screen. Helen, clear as day, snatching the leg. Neighbors gasped, booing. "Return it," I said. Helen sputtered. "It was a mistake. I thought it was trash." Ethan stepped up, voice cracking. "It's my leg, you jerk." The crowd roared. Cornered, Helen stormed inside and returned, thrusting the leg at me. Ethan clutched it, tears mixing with a smile. I wasn't done. "Helen, you're finished as HOA president. Step down, or we'll vote you out." Neighbors cheered, Lisa calling for an emergency meeting. Hands shot up to oust Helen. Her reign was dead. The night turned into a block party. Ray blasted rock music, neighbors brought chairs and burgers. Ethan, leg back on, showed Tony how it worked, laughing as Tony faked fear. Helen vanished, blinds shut. A week later, her house was for sale, Swan mailbox was won. Lisa became the HOA president, and the neighborhood breathed free. Ethan sketched in the yard again, himself once more. Don't let a Helen dim your light. Fight smart, find your people, and make noise. We did, and it felt incredible. What about you? Ever faced a Helen? How'd you handle it? Drop your stories below, and let's debate. Was our biker rally justice or too far? Share your take. I'm reading every comment. Like, subscribe, and stay awesome for more tales of standing tall.